Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rebels offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here comes Austin Simmons. Came over in the portal in the offseason from Ole Miss. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right calls.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stress a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Simmons. They're all over him. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. And he muffs it. It's loose. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Eli Holstein to throw. Left side is Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And, again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Lewis. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to...
A lot of room to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Here's Holstein to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Wells. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too.
Caught! And he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Holstein. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Right side, it's Lockwood. He's in for the touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Jensen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
On the run, fires downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Simmons. Turns it upfield. Plows through the defense. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Turning it on. He's at the 30. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Vegas. The extra point here would tie the game.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Holstein. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Spins away from the defense. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll try to snap it quickly. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Swings it out to his running back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Fourth down, Holstein. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Simmons on play action. He got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Hand it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this
going long. Grabs it inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. A first down. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On the ground with the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throwing Simmons. Look out. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got out of trouble and throws. Flips it out to the back.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Eli Holstein to throw. Out wide right, it's Young.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Holstein to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The run inside. It's Lewis. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Play fake, Holstein. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Clemens. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Got it! Gets it in there for the touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Simmons. Caught. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Myers on the move. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Left side is Bell. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Austin Simmons firing again. Going to try to get it himself. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Floats it out in space. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Holstein to throw. He's going to take a shot. Makes a catch down the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 10 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think that
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Taken down right away. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. Switch it. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. It's a draw. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Here's Simmons to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Powers through the defender. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Right at the line. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. Fourth down, Simmons. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Rid of it on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Powers inside. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Throwing Simmons. Looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied, still down by 2. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Making the adjustment. Rides the option, he keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Running inside, it's Lewis. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Quick give. It's Clemens. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Makes a catch. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Got it behind the line. It's Bell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
This time it's complete.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, it's Simmons. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th. Got some green grass. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Throws to the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That is a play the big man has to make, right? 3rd down. It's a critical situation. QB went the right place with the football. He found his tight end open. He just has to make the catch.
And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They put the brakes on it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Holstein on the play fake. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Throwing, Holstein. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Motion from the back. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
On the run, it's Lewis. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Now on the counter. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not
going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it. Which defense can get a stop?
Here comes the heat. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays.